Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We back. It's your boy Supernatural Element, aka Hardin the Magician. And yeah, collective, you already know it's blessings and high favors. Hope you're feeling blessed and highly favored out there. Positive vibes. As soon as you clicked on the video, you already know what it is and how we do over here. Free spiritual messages. So just take them. I mean, use your own free will and your discernment in your own real life. Again, this is just like a small guide or, more of a glimpse into the roadmap the road that we're all traveling. Just some descrambling of the energy. So take what you can, leave the rest, and like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section. We're always in there. We got a bond collective already. You guys already know. Some of you talked to me this morning. So yeah, we're just gonna get started. So today's topic was kind of what's coming towards you, what you don't see coming, anything coming in the immediate future, things like that, what's coming towards the collective. So now we got a couple of things I'm seeing here. You could be because this is going to be, you're getting ready to step into an ongoing cycle of this type of energy, this flow. You're stepping through a portal potentially right now, or you've already entered into a portal where you're experiencing this energy that I'm about to describe. So something here about being very self-expressive, being very creative in the environment, very playful, like sort of getting a lot of attention, making a lot of friends. But I don't want to say making a lot of friends. It's more maybe strengthening relationships or friendships that you already have. Again, you're in a very like likable state right now. Your inner child is definitely on the main stage. Is definitely starting to show. It's interacting with a lot of people, and on a deeper level, it's sort of getting in touch with their inner child. Again, you can be an adult. More than likely, you are an adult. I don't really make content for children, so it's sort of like two adults interacting, but really, what's going on behind the veil is a lot of inner child interaction, right? A lot of I don't know. You could be coming off as funny or clever, or again, just easy to be around. Someone that makes the atmosphere like smoother, like makes things seem calmer with your disposition. Again, you kind of plug into the environment exactly where you should be, and it kind of, and then that's in interactions with people also. There's like a very fair, equal give and take that people are experiencing right now. It's kind of tickling their inner child. It's like something like this in the environment, right? You could be, again, you could be exuding a lot of energy right now that's being seen, being felt in a very positive way. You could also be getting a lot of things done creatively. Even let's say chore wise, you could have like cleaned up the house or the garage, or cleaned out your car or your car trunk, something like that. Or you could even help your child. For some of you, your child maybe even do that, like clean their room. Maybe like, schools coming to a close, and it's kind of like getting the summer clothes ready or something like that. Maybe even helping your child clean up something like that. Also, because again, that self-expression, there's an aura of like performativeness to you. Again, a very, like, your personality is coming off as very dynamic, very I'm gonna say self-centered, but not self-centered, but it's just like in a way where people can tell that you take yourself seriously, like you pay attention to, like, you don't just blindly walk through the environment, like not listening to your own ideas, or like taking advantage of like kind of like things like that. You might say something or tell somebody something is smart or an intelligent thing to do, and it's like people are understanding that it's kind of coming off as like it comes off as good advice, because it's like, oh, they're seeing that you take your own advice type of thing. But there's a sort of like performativeness to it, like again, there's a dynamic element to your personality right now that's being seen on the main stage, and again, it's coming off as very like youthful, again, very brand new. And that is also leading to some a little bit of competitiveness, let's say. I don't know if it's you trying to compete with people, but again, it could just be naturally people are seeing you in this element, and it's like, oh, it's causing people to want to maybe do better or try to be more like you or something like that, right? And it's like creating some like low-key competition behind the veil. It doesn't seem like anything nefarious or anything to be worried about, but again, it could also be seen as like maybe you're striving at this time, and it's like you're having a lot of success in the environment, and it's like that could also be something that's making people feel competitive. Maybe you feel it too, and maybe on some low-key level you're not saying anything about it, but I don't think you're directly trying to compete with people. But you do have this performative disposition that seems to manifest when you come in the environment now, where it's like you're putting on a show. Maybe not on purpose. Maybe that's just your general attitude and your personality right now. That's how it's coming off. Because again, you got a lot of self-expressive energy. Again, it's how you're naturally just appearing in the environment. You're ready to make moves and like shake things up and like communicate your ideas, put action behind them. You're trying to see things happen right now, and it's kind of becoming like a contagious thing with the people around you. So sort of like that. And it seems like, for I guess people on the outside looking in, like it's not like an act, but it's like maybe the way you're going about it. It's like you seem like more like a character than an actual real person. Maybe to some people, maybe it's something that people aren't used to seeing or used to experiencing. But yeah. Also, I see you're showing a lot of, again, you're very like self-assured. You know exactly who you are, what you're doing. Even this inner child expression that you have right now, all this energy that's being seen outward into the world. It's like you kind of know, you're kind of controlling the energy levels, even though it might seem like random to people or abstract in the way that you're conducting yourself. It's like, no, there's an extreme level of control I see right here. You have Saturn, you're kind of in an Aquarius energy, where you have Saturn like very prominent. So you're very, again, you're already being innovative, progressive, and like very clever, and people are already seeing that you're self-reliant. Again, you don't only give advice, you take your own advice. As a self-centeredness, but it's not like self-centered in an egotistical way. But I guess it could be looked at as like positive or proper application of the ego. Again, not like stewing inside with like jealousy or envy, but kind of like knowing your worth and like knowing your power, knowing the things you're capable of, and actually applying yourself. To other people, it might seem like, again, egotistical from the outside, but it's actually a positive and practical way to, realize or manifest whatever you're trying to do in the environment. Like, that's actually very intelligent. So somebody's kind of in that energy where they're using their ego, but in like a disciplined sort of way, like a structured sort of way, right? Being very like restrictive in the sense that not allowing themselves to, like, this person's not overindulging or like doing too much extra things or anything like that. This person's like staying very focused on the goal, or again, I don't know if it's to inspire people, sort of. I'm getting that with that self-expressive energy that seems to be contagious and translating to other people, right? Like I said, tickling their inner child, kind of making them take an interest in a way that they, like on the surface, they might not commonly take an interest into something, but now they're like hearing about it, and it's the way you're expressing it, and they're seeing that like you also take advantage of these ideas that you express, and it's kind of like, oh yeah, oh no, that is kind of cool, and it's like, it's making people laugh. Even people who might have like serious demeanors, it's like you're like bringing them out their shell type of thing, and it's kind of making them want to interact with the ideas and like the things you're presenting into the environment right now. So again, using your Saturn energy, your Aquarian energy to, again, restrict yourself, kind of be disciplined, and it's like, and again, that's translating too. People can see that, so they're taking you more seriously also with the things you say. They can tell you're not just playing around, right? Even though you're being like playful, it's like these are very serious ideas that you're communicating, and it's like you're just using that communication style in order to like have a better, let's say, bridge of communication with the person. We're both in a more happy, more jolly, elated type of mood. So now when we're talking about whatever we're talking about, trading stocks or building cars or whatever, or you could just be doing something simple, let's go get lunch or whatever it is you're trying to convince, or the conversation you're trying to have with people, again, it's going to go smoother because of the energy that you're exuding right now. Very positive. So again, you're working on a lot of, you're changing a lot of things, or you're trying to inspire people, you're making changes, and I think you're trying to experience it on a larger scale. Maybe this is your way of like recruiting people, or like it's giving like an activation, like giving people awareness that like the more, it's sort of like that again, sort of like that Jay-Z thing, the more billionaires in the environment, it's like the more we can do. We're all friends, the more we're all empowered. Now we become a force, and now we can put things into the world, things into the environment, things into the community, whatever, the institution, whatever you want to call it. We can build things that can be also, that can have longevity, be respected by the world. People invest into those things, again, creating more things. So somebody's trying to, again, it's like someone's the millionaire or the billionaire, or somebody has like all the power or the ideas or whatever it is, the information in a situation to transform it, but they're seeing that it would be more powerful if there were other people empowered the way they are in the environment, and they all kind of move their work together. So it's like, and again, the way this person is behaving is starting to make people kind of feel like it's starting to make people feel like, yeah, maybe this is something we could look into or take seriously, or something like that. Again, great innovation and change, but in an unconventional sense. Someone's going to take the scenic route or the road less traveled. So I'm seeing that even though slow and steady wins the race, at some point based on the way this person is applying themselves, there's gonna be an acceleration at some point. Whether it lasts for or how long it's gonna last, I can't exactly tell you, but there's definitely gonna be an acceleration, because it's like most things like this, when you're putting them into, if you're trying to put something like this, like someone has a goal here, is what I'm seeing, right? And it's like, again, someone's expending, and I'm not even using the cards here, but I can tell somebody is expending a lot of again, a lot of psychic and magical energy. Someone is manifesting at a rapid rate. Someone has like multiple manifestations, like building behind a veil, coming into fruition behind a veil, and it's like they're like someone's a magician, like spinning all these plates in midair behind the veil. They're keeping all these spheres of these timelines are all in existence for somebody, and it's like they're using, like I said, they're using their psychic ability to kind of see. Again, they can see multiple timelines, so they're kind of like, they can see where things can go, and they're sort of influencing. It's like from that standpoint behind the veil, someone is extremely powerful. Someone is like manipulating reality slowly. Like I'm trying to say, like, imagine, oh man, and this is going to be super hard because what I'm seeing is like somebody. Imagine like this is what Spirit is showing me. Imagine like a magician or like a wizard or something, right? And they're just like twirling a sphere. This sphere is reality. Now you can't spin it too fast, or like imagine somebody has like a model globe, but when they turn the globe, it actually turns the earth, let's say, right? It influences time forwards or backwards or however they would want to do it, right? Just like stay with me. This is the only way I can that I can really explain it. So anyway, somebody is turning that globe, but ever so slowly. But as they turn that main globe, the main reality, they have like other spheres spinning around them that represent potential realities. So someone is like, can see what could possibly happen, and is sort of like at the right time, like turning, again, they're shifting reality to fit like a future that they see, again, where there's multiple people like them that manifest like them, like someone's bringing something like a grander plan that's going to involve more people into fruition, and it's definitely happening. And again, this is all happening slowly, because they can't like just, okay, like now we're here. They're slowly, like, again, they're weaving the magic behind the curtain, but this person's also psychic. They can see what will happen in multiple timelines, something like this. Now, okay, no, that would be skipping ahead. I'm going to get you to the... Oh, man, I had a lot of notes on this. I had a lot of notes on this reading, beloved, because I was like, whoa, a lot coming out. Okay, so again, that's the next point. A lot of expansion, a lot of acceleration. Somebody's also going to be working with a lot of Jupiterian energy, a lot of Jupiter energy. Again, a lot of expansion, abundance, a lot of good luck coming this person's way based upon, again, that Saturn, that Aquarian energy. They're trying to influence their Uranus, which is change, unconventional, innovation. But with this Jupiter energy, again, things are going slowly because there's a lot of attention to detail, but there's going to be a point where this person's going to see, like, let's say all the other timelines seem to line up a certain way. This person's going to be like, yeah, and like turn it fast at that timeline, and they get, again, it's not something they're going to be able to just keep doing, but like a major influence or a major change in the reality, this person's going to like put that into effect, let's say. And it's like, again, this is someone behind the curtain. Person could be waking up late, not eating healthy. This person could be in any kind of physical state that you could like encounter someone on the three-dimensional plane, and all that is irrelevant. Behind the curtain, what you don't see, this person is like adorned in like crimson and like golden robes, and they're wielding universal power at their will, like at their disposal. This is like a super power, but we already know this. I've been over this, how there's many psychics, magicians, healers, powerful. I just be like, yo, actually living in a timeline of like Marvel superheroes, DC, metahumans, and it's like you got to have the third eye to be, or the third eye activation, or crown chakra activation to really see these things. But I'm trying to tell you, like I've been telling you all year, since the snowstorm, since the snowstorm portal, we've been here, collective. We do things, right? We make things happen. This is what somebody is doing. This is again another superpower. Again, Merlin and Jean Grey's child. Level 5x mutant or whatever they call it. This person is like spinning reality, like controlling reality on, because again, the earth is a great plane of existence, but we're all here experiencing different versions of reality. The person that lives underneath you in your building, or next door, your next door neighbor, someone else that lives on your street, you guys are living absolutely complete different versions of reality. But again, you connect because we're all on this great plane of earth, this plane of existence, where we all have to carry out those different existences simultaneously. But no two people are experiencing the same version of reality at the same time. That's just, again, you and your twin that live in the same house, that grow up together right next to each other, you're still not exactly 100% on the same timeline. There's billions of timelines. And I mean, we're all kind of share. Some of them we're sharing, and some of them are just individual timelines that we exist on. But the earth is, the great plane of earth is the one main timeline that we all exist on, where we all create and manifest these different timelines. Again, you don't think too much of it into, again, that's like the mind of the Most High. It's just, from down here, it's just insanity. But I mean, that's like a basic way that I could describe it, that probably we could all understand. So again, somebody is manifesting, not without its challenges, and like different things that they're gonna have to overcome. But it was bringing me back to that Astro Star Codes reading I did the other day. And there was something I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's like, for every milestone somebody, like every obstacle somebody overcomes, they're gonna timeline jump. So maybe there's something, or there was someone in there with like that a bit, or like that was part of their road. They would like come up against a challenge. The first challenge was pretty regular, pretty small. They would timeline jump. The next one seemed a lot bigger, but when they got over that one, they would timeline jump, and so on and so forth. And there were different levels of challenges this person would continue to face, but ultimately it was like, this is the road. This is the road to mortal, Frodo. Like, this is what you signed up for. So, like, it's not that this person's gonna quit or anything like that, but it's not gonna be an easy. I'm not saying it's gonna be. Well, yeah, it is kind of hard. Like, I'm not saying expert level difficulty, but it is very difficult, this journey. Or it is gonna not be without its difficulties, is what I should say. But again, somebody has third eye chakra activation. So again, somebody is seeing very clear. And again, their clarity is based on, again, their natural ability to just always search for the truth in like situations. Again, this person is very connected. They see the fifth dimensional plane and all the planes above for like what they are. They see the three-dimensional plane for what it is. And again, this person is at will stepping behind the curtain, again, continuing this like cosmic, psychic, magical experiment they have going on. But at the same time, this person is stepping back into the main reality and carrying out their regular duties on the three-dimensional plane that they should be carrying out. Again, this person could be anybody. You wouldn't know unless they told you. This could be like, again, your neighbor or somebody that you believe is having the same experience of reality as you, but maybe they're not. Or this could be you. So, and yeah, you could look at it as like super natty. Okay, you're right still. You're right still. I'm not like, I'm not famous. They don't love me like Kobe, but yeah, I'm working on it. Some of you, that could be like, this is just confirmation for you. So I see, again, the efficacy of the energy output in this situation, whatever someone is putting towards all of this, it's like somebody's got to figure out a way to like really, really connect. Right now, this is something that's in the ethereal stages. It's not like grounded in reality, but it's something that somebody feels very strong about, and people in the environment can like feel it. They can feel the vibe, like it's electricity in the air. We know something is about to happen, right? But this person hasn't like made an attempt at whatever this is, or like, it's like contact was made and everyone, okay, but this is a solid thing. Now we really got to get on it. Like, that moment hasn't come. But again, someone's in an ongoing cycle here. So the cycle hasn't closed. It could, towards the end of the cycle, I see exactly. I feel like that's how the cycle ends. That's how this part of the movie ends. Someone strikes while the iron's hot and actually achieves results. Maybe it may be even surprising to this person, right? But someone eventually strikes, and again, it's like the environment recognizes that like contact was made, like, oh, that was impactful, but it's like people aren't gonna right away be like just be carried off in their chariot towards it, right? But like I said, like we saw before, eventually it does become a thing. There is an acceleration, so at some point some people are gonna gravitate towards whatever this is, and it is gonna again gain legs and like take off a little bit. So I mean, that's, and that was just off the astrology, y'all. I ain't even throw no tarot yet. Oh, well, should we just leave that? Should we just leave it there? That was kind of good. Should we leave it there? I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to come back right now and do another reading, and I'll go back to back like I did yesterday. That was actually pretty good. Let's leave that one there. That's what you don't see coming, or what's, what's in the ether that they're not talking about. Well, now you know the environment is talking about that self-expressive energy. People are starting to feel it. Again, that electricity is in the air collective. You put it in the air. So again, things are starting to happen. The cycle, you're in the cycle now. It's not the end. Could be the middle, or for some of you, the beginning of all of this. I don't know. But it seems like success, or I wouldn't say ultimate success, but at the end, this cycle ends with you kind of kicking in the door and like people knowing that you're in the room. Again, it's gonna be something impactful that some people are gonna gravitate towards, and then you'll be able to build on that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave that one there. I hope it brought somebody some clarity. Again, that was just numerical correspondence and astrology. It went on for longer than I wanted to. There was a whole lot of information in there. I'll come back now and do a tarot reading about something else. And yeah, you guys know I had fun, and you know you'll definitely see me again in the next one. Have a blessed day.